These are live pictures of the arrival and departures board at Pearson Airport this morning, and flights to Florida, well, they are definitely impacted because of Milton.
CP24's Courtney Heels is at Pearson this morning, keeping an eye on cancellations and delays. And Courtney, I don't think if you have a flight to Florida, you want to be going there at this point.
It almost just depends on where you're going, guys. I mean, I've talked to quite a few people who have plans to catch a flight to Fort Lauderdale in about an hour from now, and they say, yes, they're going. They're obviously nervous, and they're watching this hurricane very, very closely. But on that, certain areas, for example, Tampa, Orlando, those flights aren't even going. And we've noticed this with the departures board. Of course, this is something we have to keep a very close eye on this morning. And we know the message from Pearson Airport and really any airport affected by this hurricane: check on the status of your flight. Things can change incredibly quickly, and certain airports just don't have any flights going in and out. For example, I mentioned Tampa. Tampa International Airport closed things off yesterday. St. Petersburg Airport, they closed and canceled flights for today and tomorrow. The airport in Sarasota, same thing. Flights have been canceled today and tomorrow. And Orlando, the plan is to start closing things down in a half an hour from now at 8 in the morning. And that is why flights to Orlando this morning out of Pearson, they're not happening. I want to let you hear from some people who are traveling to Florida later on. Here's more.
I have my kids and my family there, so I'm hoping, we live in Boca, that it'll be fine, but been watching it very closely.
Any impact to your area or your flight at this point?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, hopefully not. I really want to get back.
Where are you traveling, and would you be impacted at all?
Fort Lauderdale.
You're going to Fort Lauderdale. What's the latest there? Have you heard from anyone on the ground?
I have heard that it's kind of just rain and lots of rain, which is fine.
Yeah.
Just praying that there's nothing more than that.
B-roll. Now, I mentioned what's happening at Pearson Airport. Over with Porter Airlines, they have canceled all flights to Florida, sharing an update on social media. So if you do have a flight with Porter, it's very, very important to check the status of that, because that flight is not going to the state today or tomorrow. It is also possible there could be further delays, and that's because once things smooth out a little bit and the airports reopen, well, it could take a while to get things back on track. So this is obviously going to be a very challenging time for so many people, guys. That's why the message here at Pearson and, of course, Porter Airlines, you really need to take a look at the status of your flight and stay in contact with your airliner to see if perhaps you're looking at a canceled flight or a delay. It is going to be probably safe to say quite chaotic for the next little while. Over to you.